Hello and welcome to our WIFR FastCast. Our top story this afternoon, Beloit first responders look into two separate house fires that happened over the weekend. The first fire happened before 10 Sunday morning in the 1100 block of Chapin Street. First responders found smoke coming from the home, and the fire was found in the attic. No one was hurt, but residents in the home were displaced. The second fire happened at 245 in the 300 block of Cleveland Avenue. Firefighters put out the fire in the home, and several departments were called to help. No one was hurt in that fire. Rockford police arrest 48-year-old Danny Cross. He's accused of sexually assaulting a child under the age of 13. Investigators say police were contacted about the crime October 2nd. Cross was later named a suspect and was taken into custody. He faces several charges and is set to be in court at 1:30 Tuesday afternoon. The Rockford Public School 205 board is set to vote for the next superintendent Tuesday night. Last week, the board said 3 candidates had been picked and their names won't be released to protect the candidates' relationships with their current school communities. The candidates come from outside the area, and whoever is picked will replace outgoing Superintendent Aaron Jarrett. WIFR's Miriam Niesmeyer will be at the meeting where the next superintendent will be selected. Loves Park Police hosts a presentation to spread the message of identifying and preventing scams. The free meeting addresses common scam tactics, warning signs, and steps to prevent becoming a victim. The meeting is 10 in the morning this Thursday at Loves Park City Hall. If you are interested in attending, call Loves Park PD. Keeping bellies full across the state line, UW Health in Northern Illinois gives out food assistance Tuesday morning. Leaders say folks are still dealing with delays and changes to SNAP benefits, and donating to local organizations is the best way to help in a time of need. Staff members volunteered during December, and $27,000 was donated, with contributions going to the Northern Illinois Food Bank, the Rock River Valley Pantry, and more. 94 people donated blood Monday for our WIFR Season of Giving blood drive with the Rock River Valley Blood Center. We hope you roll up your sleeves and help us reach our weekly goal of 800 donations. If you donate Tuesday, you could win a $100 piece of jewelry from Licky's Jeweler. If you donate Wednesday, you could win a $100 gift card to Ambitious Inc. Wednesday is the deadline to mail your packages in order to get them before Christmas. According to the U.S. Postal Service, if you pay for priority mail, you have until December 18th to get those packages out there. Saturday, December 20th is the deadline if you pay for Priority Mail Express. The USPS says the dates are estimates and it's better to get them into the mail early. And starting today, our sunsets will actually start to be getting pushed back. Let's toss it over to meteorologist DJ Baker, who has a look at our weather forecast. DJ, what's it looking like out there?
It is looking absolutely phenomenal here across the state line. Sunshine has finally made its return, and not really many clouds to speak of on our Max Storm Tracker. And another thing, temperatures are slowly but surely starting to return to pretty much where we should be at for this time of year. Double-digit increases compared to yesterday across the state line, as we're now sitting at 31 in Rockford, 32 in Freeport, even 35 degrees down in Sterling Rock Falls, which, man, does it feel nice outside. Now, winds still somewhat on the strong side, mainly out of the southwest, near 10 to even 15 to 20 miles per hour, so wind chill still a bit of a factor, but again, compare that to this weekend, and hey, I will gladly take wind chill sitting in those upper teens. Now, as we get into today, topping out near 36 degrees, mostly sunny conditions with winds still on the strong side, but I want to point out our sunset today is coming at 4:25, and that is significant because starting today, well, our sunsets will get further and further back pretty much over the next 6 months until we reach our summer solstice. However, there is one caveat. Our shortest day of the year is still ahead this Sunday on our winter solstice, or December 21st. So, while yes, it is definitely good to see that in 3 weeks our sunset will be close to that 4:40 mark, we still have a little bit to go before we finally start to regain daylight. But hey, at least this time next week, we'll be gaining daylight every single day. As we head into tonight, mostly cloudy skies are expected. Temperatures down to a low of 29 degrees, so fairly pleasant again for this time of year. Definitely a good two-blanket kind of night. And heading into Wednesday, a little bit of a copy-paste forecast for what we see today into tomorrow. The only exception is winds aren't going to be as big of a factor, but mid-upper 30s for our highs and plenty of sunshine. I don't think a lot of people will be complaining, especially for a mid to late December day. But as we get into it, we're kind of have a bit of roller coaster of temperatures ahead. Getting into Thursday, 12 degrees above normal, 11 and below normal for Friday, back to 10 above Saturday, and then 6 below as we get into our Sunday. As we take a look ahead for our Wednesday night into Thursday, an upper-level low-pressure system will take aim at the Midwest and the northern portions of the United States, bringing along a cold front. And out in front of that cold front, I do think a few showers are expected to develop, especially earlier on Thursday, and pretty much last throughout the morning. Finally, though, by around 12 to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that is when that cold front will finally start to push through, bringing it into widespread rain, but maybe even a few flurries could fall. Now, as of right now, not overly excited for any sort of accumulation, but one thing we are keeping a close track of is how gusty it's going to be, because we could see wind gusts near 30, if not even closer to 40 miles per hour. And because we'll see a shift in winds to be more out of the west to northwest, drawing from a cooler pocket of air, temperatures will quickly start to drop post-front, as temperatures in the morning likely going to top out into those mid-40s, putting us, again, double digits above our normal. But as we get towards the afternoon, only into the mid-30s as temperatures quickly start to drop. By the evening, likely into the middle to low 20s to upper teens. And by the time we get towards overnight into our Friday morning, likely back to the low teens to upper single digits. So it is going to be a very cold start to our Friday. Definitely would recommend downloading our WIFR First Alert Weather app, as maybe a few thunderstorms may develop on our Thursday. And to top it off, depending how fast our temperatures can fall Thursday afternoon, maybe snow could become a little bit more of a factor. But again, there's a lot of time between then and now, and if anything changes in the forecast, we'll be sure to let you know on air, online, and of course, our WIFR First Alert Weather app. But Jake, I think I can speak for you and I that sunset's getting later. Man, is that an exciting feat?
Yeah, I am super excited. I know, especially around this time of year when it gets a little bit darker out there. I know I've got a little bit of a longer drive home, so I know that kind of gets me a little bit sleepier out there. But just like what DJ was saying, you're going to want to make sure to download the First Alert Weather app. You can download it on the either Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Just going to leave this QR code up for you just a quick second. But even though we are a little bit warmer here than what we've experienced this past weekend, definitely something that you're going to want to have downloaded onto your phone, especially as we head a little bit further into the month of December and really into the rest of this cold winter here. I know we've gotten a lot of snow as well. Of course, something else you're going to want to make sure you have downloaded onto your phone is going to be our WIFR News app. These are, again, two separate apps. Just want to make sure that everybody at home knows that. But what you're going to do is you're going to scan this QR code, or you can just type in the names of both of those apps on those app stores. You're going to download those, and then make sure you hit allow notifications, and then those are those little alerts that are going to pop up there right on your home screen of your phone, and then that's the best way that we can get that information out to you. All you have to do then is just click that little alert right there on your phone, and that should open up either the First Alert Weather app or the WIFR News app to that story that you just clicked on. We'll have all that accurate information out to you wherever you are. Thank you so much again for watching, and we'll see you coming up here in a couple of hours for our next FastCast at 3:30 and WIFR News First at 4 with Sydney Stoffregan. Thanks for watching.